Alright, so we're back with some Diablo 2 Resurrected. I actually had to wait in a small little queue just to get in here. It's kind of odd. I've never had that problem. So we're going to repair everything. Jewel of Freedom. Sell that for quite a bit, just like these knives here, which we're going to do. We definitely need to go buy those books that What's-Your-Face is selling. So I think we'll end up selling that. So, run over to her. Let's run around with our little knife raised above our head. Oop, I probably should have read that, but alright. 450. Tomb of Identify, yes. Go through the underground passage to the dark wood, search for the tree of Inifis, and recover the scroll. Okay, we can do that, I think. Put these bad boys in here. It'll help us save a lot of space. I have a lot of mana potions, even though... So I have my little helper up here, Eliza. I want to talk to nobody. Gotta figure out how to get out of here. Looks like they moved it, so it's up here. So now we go up. Doesn't look like we have anybody else to talk to right now, so we will just take our way and head up. Actually, what are we doing? We have portals now. What are we, uncivilized? Why would we run when we can take that? Alright, now we have to figure out which way to go. I have a dagger, a small buckler. What does this do? Kick your enemies out of your way. Adds a kicked up charge bonus. Trying to remember what half these things do sometimes when you haven't played in a couple days. Especially on a new class. Can be a little annoying. That's what you play for, right? To remember what everything is. Like, even with Diablo 3 when it first came out, and you could, like, change all your spec. When you kind of knew what they did after a while, you're probably, in the third or fourth act by the time you're like, okay, I remember what everything does. I think I need this instead of that. Oh, kick him out of the way. My little helper here isn't really doing much, is she? Okay. Dark Spearwoman. There we go. So, inventory. Obviously, we're going to put health potions here because we need that more than anything. Oh, experience. Great. So now that because we're a melee class, having Eliza here will be very beneficial. Yeah, a lot of the times the games I choose to play, besides like Pathfinder and those that have to, you have to really dive into, like, to get substantial progress, like Riftbreaker right now. That takes a lot of time to play because you have to wait for research things to upgrade and certain mission objectives to be accomplished before it lets you move to another thing. And, like, my mech isn't the strongest right now, so trying to run around and to all these, it's like, oh, all these new zones are opening up to me. And at the time of this video posting, you'll have seen probably, me travel to, like, this radioactive desert where the sun is scorching hot. And my suit wasn't built for that, and I was actually worried it was going to die. I think I got down to, like, 19 or something health. Like, it was pretty bad. And I was a little worried, but luckily, it ended. I was able to build an outpost and see how that kind of went. But that's one of those games that, yes, it requires a good amount of time to invest in just to make it look like you've actually done some progress. So let's see what here. Got a lot of little fallen guys here. Do we have a shaman anywhere? I mean, it's all great experience. And our little rogue lady's helping. It's one little kick. So just remember that. If you're ever encountering a goblin demon, just kick him. Because it looks like we're just one-shotting pretty much everybody right now. So we should be leveling pretty soon. Alright, scroll of identify. Hopefully that goes right in the book. Ah, there's who I'm looking for. Yeah, supposedly my PS5 is showing up today, so that's kind of exciting. I can start actually. I have a capture card for my computer that I'll have to install. It's been a while. I actually need to clean my computer out and make sure it looks decent. Because on the move here, I think somehow it got dirty. Like a lot of dust and stuff accumulated in the fans and stuff like that. And I'm not really sure because when I left, I was like, huh. I'm like, oh, it looks fairly clean. And then when I got here, it was just the front fans were covered in dust and everything. And so I need to actually go buy me a air compressor or an air can, actually, to be honest. So I can, the burial ground. Is that where we're heading? Hold on. Go to the underground passage, to the dark woods, search for the trees. So we're just kind of wandering around, it looks like. Now we're no longer one-shotting everything. That's alright. Gives us more experience. Our little person up here leveled. How do we help her level? Down, 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 down. Oh. Says she feels stronger, which is great. Alright, so this is where we fought Blood Raven, I believe. Oh. Well, looks like we found a little dungeon down here that we're going to go to, obviously. Go down in the mausoleum with our very helpful rogue. Inventory. There we go. That's what I was looking. Right click to open inventory. That's what we want right there. Casket. A ring. Alright, cool. Sorry, my son is feeding me goldfish. He was watching his movie, and now he's kind of running around. Kind of a gloomy day out, but it's not too bad, you know? So, figured until his cousin gets out, probably just do some of this stuff. And then I'll probably end up taking him to the park. Because, you know, he's a little kid. He's a little boy. He wants to be out and playing and stuff like that. Alright, so we're just going to kind of fly through here. It doesn't look like anything in here is too difficult for us. Yeah. I'm wondering if there's like a mini boss down here. Oh, well. Take that. We'll take the level. Fist of Fire. Consecutive hits add fire damage to finishing moves. Can only be used. Improves your skill with class claw weapons. Dual claw. So I wonder if we should actually be speccing more into weaponry. You know? We'll upgrade our Dragon Talon right now. Get our Vitality. Save a point, because you never know what we'll have to feed it into. Oh. Yay, I think we got a cold skeleton here. Nope. Okay. Well, these actually aren't too bad. They just look bad, but in actuality, they're pretty simple. I'm saying that as I now have a merc on my side. Ooh. So I can be a little more overconfident with my skills in a sense. Or my ability to run up and try to kill stuff. So we got a new leather piece. Inventory that we haven't identified. We haven't identified any of these. Maximum damage. Obviously we want that. Cold resist, 17. Well, I mean, why not? Socket, stamina. Now we can kind of run. Put our stamina here and kind of run through this place. Get the enemies faster. Kick. 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 Like, I'm wondering if that is actually the combo. You do a couple stabs and you kick. Do a couple stabs and kick. I'm kind of used to Rogue Legacy now. After playing Rogue Legacy, where the money is magnetically attracted to you, kind of keep waiting for all the gold that drops on the ground to come back to me. Ah! Well, that was interesting. Kind of glitched back, didn't it? Well, looks like we've explored most of the mausoleum. I mean, nothing too great down here, just something interesting. Maybe it's because I was just a lot younger, but I don't remember that type of chest in the original game. I'm gonna be very upset if these zombies somehow kill me. I don't need that. Put too much space. So he's not teleporting away, so we'll just kind of kick him. Our kicks actually do a lot. Rejuvenating, leather gloves, full damage, chipped ruby, mana, low quality javelin, and a ring. Okay, that's good. Oh, we only have one. We have on one to dexterity. We'll do this. One to strength. We'll do strength for right now. And we can pop one of those bad boys. We can head out. So it was worth it. Came down here. Now we got a leather chest piece, a ring, and some gloves. But overall, you know, nothing to brag about. How the hell do we get out? Alright, so we're running through here. So now I have sprint completely on. I don't remember how I turned it on. So we'll definitely use that. Hate how M instead of map is chat. It really does bother me. That's a gate into here, so I'm not really sure. I need to go in there. Alright, so we're headed around. We don't really need to fight these guys. But it looks like we've pretty much covered everything in here. So now we need to go find where this black wood is, or this entrance. I don't think that's it up there, but you never know. It very well could be. Let's go look what's up here. Somehow I missed it. I just don't know what it is. Oh, and we're trapped in a little alcove. Okay, how do I... There we go. R. So that's how it is. Good to know. Get our stamina back, because we don't want to be out of breath when we go fight these things. What is this? We got creatures coming at us from everywhere. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind the resurrected graphics. You know, obviously it's made to look good and look pretty. Cave. don't know if I've done this cave, but we're here. That's part of the whole dungeon crawler experience, right? Is you get into these different areas that you're supposed to. And, like, it doesn't... There she is. Okay. I was kind of worried because I remember in the beta sometimes your follower would get trapped or lost and you couldn't do anything about it. It was just there. You know, and so you had to run back. And the only way to really get her back was to teleport back to the main hub. But it looks like they actually got that... Okay. Ooh, a dagger. Now we only have one potion. Or one scroll of identify. Now portal. Wondering why they're shiny though. Ooh, somebody hit me. That bitch hit me with cold. Yeah, we need to kill her. Kick. Alright, we are gonna get out of here? We might. Do a little juking. When does that thing wear off? Did they kill my... They killed her. Okay, well that's good to know. When does my thing... Seems like I have a permafrost. There we go. Oh, are they all permafrost kind of thing? That's not cool. Especially now that I've got little goblin shamans on right behind me. I think I'm going to end up dying here because all these ranger bitches permeate cold on me. I don't really hit that hard, it seems. So they're one hit wonders, thank God. I put our healing potions back, get our mana back up too. Alright, so now that we're not being killed by all that, now we gotta find the body again. A javelin. Cap. Yeah, we can't really carry anymore, can we? Ethereal cannot be repaired. Sounds interesting, but I want the dagger. 2 maximum damage. Oh, we can only use one at a time. 35 attack. So basically we kind of wasted that. And we can always run back and repair. But I don't think I need to be honest. There we go. Now we're doing some damage again. Now that we're not slowed down, we're actually seem to be attacking much faster all of a sudden. It's like she got a little adrenaline boost because we're moving. Nothing down here. So it looks like we're going to have to go kill... Looks like we're not discovering anything. So we need to go find all these little goblins. I know they're not goblins. I know they're called fallen and stuff. But to me, they're tiny. They're ugly. So they're goblins. You know, off every story and fantasy game and everything you've ever played, goblins are usually pretty gross, right? Dead road. Maybe this was like an encampment. We'll take some keys. Definitely go for the shaman. I think this is my that mana stuff. You can actually see us recharging it, which is great. So we still have a lot to explore here. Maybe we'll hit another level. before it's all said and done. I just hope I don't get another like elite type of unit, because those cold things really hurt. And luckily for us, we can kick. Yeah. Quilted armor, right? Nothing too tragic on it. Town portal. Stairways. And I think this is one of my harder games to comment on, because there's not so much to really comment on a lot. Like, not that I can do. I mean, I'm sure there's probably like lore, you know, Diablo people who like know the lore like in and out, and can tell you, oh well, these, like these skeletons, these are, I'm sure these are just reds from, dead people. But then like the people, like the sisters who were shooting arrows at us, they probably know, oh well, these are these type of devotees or cultists or something, and then these fallen come from portals, and you know I'm sure they know all that, so they probably are a little bit more talkative, I guess you would say, on that. But that's why I'm also trying to play this game a little bit, is to work on my communication skills, when, even though it's hard to talk about it, just talking in general, just even to myself, Right, hold on, we need to kill this little bastard here. A dead rogue, crude cap, strangling gas. So we haven't cleared it all out yet. We'll know when we get sunshine. Yeah, we're overburdened, we know. I'm hoping... Well, I don't remember. I don't think you get more inventory. You have to work with kind of what you got. And I've been watching a streamer. His name's Trixler, who's one of my favorite. He's actually been doing the Resident Evil remastered, like the original with Chris and Jill. And it's so funny to watch him get flustered over these 6 inventory slots, because he's like, oh my god, like, he wants, even I'm like, oh, I'd love to take that, when I'm watching him play. It's like, oh, do you want to take that? Oh, you don't have the inventory. But is it telling you, like, are you gonna need it? Like, and you can't drop items. I mean, the only thing you can do if you're in a shit situation, all right, we leveled, is like waste all your ammo, or use all your healing herbs, which you don't want to do, because you don't know when you're just going to get magically attacked. But it's also is an older game, so most of the time people will know, like, okay, I need this for this. But he's trying to do, apparently he was doing it just as one. I was his first playthrough as Chris, so it was pretty funny to watch him not know what would happen and get upset at stuff. Let's see. And then, always the classic, hey, why don't you just punch a boulder type thing when the boulders show up in the later areas. Which I never understood that. Maybe I'm probably actually going to go look how the hell Chris Redfield was able to punch a fucking boulder. Like, not just a human, but, a human punching a boulder. I understand Wesker and, he's being mutant and all that, but as far as we know, Chris has never been mutated, unless Trixler brought up an interesting theory that that serum that Rebecca gives him in the game is actually like a cocktail of assorted drugs that help him, bulk up, in a sense. Oh, we have a lower level that we need to go to. But we also have new skills. Dragon Claw. Slice and dice your enemies with your dual claw class weapons. Dual claw. Improve your with claw. I don't have any claws, I don't think. I'm wondering. So let's do that right now, because that's actually helping us a lot, being able to kick stuff. So we'll head down the cave 2. I'm sure there's something we're going to encounter here, like this. Oh, well. I mean, if we can just keep that going. Need to get to, I'm assuming, the head bitch right here. There we go. Get to her. Kill her off. Yeah, luckily these potions, these lighter potions, will still give me enough health, so I don't gotta burn through all the big ones yet. Although I will tell you, if I die down here, I'll be very upset. I don't want to have to traverse all the way through here again. But I think I'll get another mercenary, so that might not be a bad trade-off. I mean, I guess I could go back right now and buy one. But we seem to be doing okay right now and by ourselves. Our inventory is pretty much garbage at this point, so we may end up having to, just to accommodate for whatever we need. Ah, stupid demons. Or shamans. Like, I'm wondering when Blizzard does these games, like, how they take influence. Like, for classes and stuff like that. So, obviously we know that shamans were a predominant thing for the orc race in Warcraft 3. And then it got moved up. But, like, was that based off of this game? Like, okay, there's shamans in this game and druids, so they're like, oh, those would be fun to put into these games here. Or was that being worked on? Ooh, we definitely want that. Yeah, well, guess what? We want that. I don't care what we have to do. We want that armor piece. You know, so they... Or is there like, kind of like a Marvel thing, you know? Where there's long-term projects and while they're brainstorming these long-term projects, you know, Warcraft 2, Diablo 2, Warcraft 3, World of Warcraft, are they basically saying, okay, hey, that's a great idea, why don't we implement it into this game, or why don't we do it with this way? Oh yeah, well, now that we have that, let's do this. You know, kind of an all parts thing, like I can't even think of the name of it. Universal parts, in a sense. I guess we'll use that word. You know, because we know that Heroes of the Storm obviously has influences from all the games. Which, you know, I played that game quite a bit when it first came out, but I've never been a MOBA guy. I never got into League of Legends and Dota. I wasn't any good at doing those. And then Heroes of the Storm came out, and I was like, okay, well, it's Blizzard. And I don't know if that came out before Activision took over, like, really took over, in the sense that now I don't even recognize Blizzard in a sense anymore. So obviously I was like, okay, I'll get into that. And that was a lot of fun because even though it was still team-based, it was still skill-based. And the thing that was like League of Legends and stuff, like, oh, it's like you have to get the last attack, you know. So I'm not gonna say, oh yeah, I'm the skill cap. I don't think I had at the time. Like get the, you know, or maybe even to this day, like to get that last hit to make sure you get that experience, you know, and then how, you know, the top guy's usually the tank. There's a jungler who's just committed to that. You know, a lot of that stuff never, I was never able to really understand, and I'd be like, okay, you know, we're gonna lose because I can't do my part in a sense, you know. So when who the hell's Flavy? Flavy.
Beware. Take care.
Where are we going? Oh, Flavies, or Cold Plains, whatever. So when Heroes of the Storm came out, and I kind of researched what it was different, I tried it out because yeah, I was like, okay, so everything is team based and all your experience is team based. And I like team games. I like focus, like Overwatch. We're going to resurrect her. And then when Overwatch came out, I played the heck out of that. I was usually a tank or a healer. Could never really do DPS. I think my best one was Soldier 76, but that was like, he's Soldier 76. He's meant to be that guy that if you're first person shooter, you know, that's where you come from, right? All right. So we explored that cave. Let's see what we've got. We need to go down here and buy some scrolls from her. Trade. Yeah, give me some scrolls. Buy a bunch of scrolls from her. Energy, but I don't really care. Shoot alive, cold resist, attacker takes 1 damage. Right? No point in not. Let's trade. You would like that for 200 and 1,000. We can do that. Alright. Alright, well, we went and cleared out a cave. We got some loot. We got our friend killed. We didn't make too far progress on our quest, but that's alright. You know, part of this game is just going out and finding loot. So, this is Sigma Rick. Thanks for joining me on this little side quest of Diablo, and I'll see you later.